Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, and take a look at your upcoming weekend's weather. The first full weekend of December. It's still going to be cold. Now let's take a look at your Friday temperatures across the country, and you can see here the only really warm spot, well, that would be in southern Florida, where temperatures are going to be a little bit above normal, but below normal temperatures. Yellow reflects normal temperatures. You can see lots of blues and greens and maybe a little bit of yellow along the Gulf Coast. And even the Rockies, you're looking at some pretty cold weather, as well as California. You're looking at below normal temperatures for you as well. This is on your Friday. Now by Saturday, it modifies just a little bit. So we're going to look at temperatures a little bit warmer than we have been over the last couple of days, but still it's going to be rather chilly. You kind of see that here. Lots of blues and greens and even yellow still hanging around the Gulf Coast. In fact, right around Houston, you're going to be somewhat well below normal. And that's mainly because there's a storm system down there that's going to bring you a lot of clouds as well as for a lot of rain. By Sunday, once again, it gets warmer a little bit there in Texas, not a lot, a little bit above normal. Florida is still hanging tough there with temperatures slightly above normal for this time of year. And we're looking at temperatures starting to get closer to normal. That would be high temperatures there in the lower 40s, upper 30s for highs here in the Ohio Valley. And then let's take a look at next Wednesday. We're going to jump into the middle of next week. Not seeing much change. Again, very cold air working its way southward. I think, though, the bulk of this, though, is going to be scooting more towards the east. But there's going to be some cold air in place, and there's going to be a developing storm system down around Texas, the Houston area, San Antonio, and that's going to work its way up. The question is the cold air going to be in place long enough for that to bring some snow for the Ohio Valley? We'll have to wait and see on that. Precipitation-wise, here on your Friday, pretty quiet across most of the country with the exception, again, of the lake effect snow machines. You guys are just absolutely getting pounded there. Up in the northeast, it's going to be a little bit of snowy as well. But here's that energy hanging around Texas. This is on Friday. By Saturday, it's starting to expand a little bit. That's why temperatures for you are going to be a little bit below normal. A big storm system approaching the Pacific Northwest, but most of that energy, I think, is going to be scooting across the northern tier of states at this point in time. This is what's going to be the big weather maker over the next couple of days. By Sunday, you kind of see it starting to work its way in. So moisture in the lower Mississippi Valley, we could even be looking at a little bit of severe weather there for you as well as winds start working its way more towards the southwest. So that's what's going to bring in a little bit of warmer air for us right here in the Midwest. There's that energy scooting across the northern border there of Canada as well as the U.S. Dry down in California. It's going to be Florida rather. It's going to be a nice day for you as well as most of the eastern seaboard. Looks like a little bit of snow up in Maine, up in New England. Now jumping to next Wednesday, once again, that system we saw here moves across. Could be looking at some severe weather in the southeast, very wet across the mid-Atlantic region up into the northeast. Then we'll be drying out here in the central U.S. But here comes another, what we call an Alberta Clipper. That could bring a little bit of snow later on in the week for portions of the Midwest. But it looks like Monday, Tuesday of next week could be very interesting for the Midwest. We will certainly keep an eye on that. But watch out for severe weather again for the middle part of next week for the Southeast. Until then, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm George, the Weather Dad.